I'm here with Culture Ticket.
The Culture Ticket.
The Culture Ticket.
The Culture Ticket.
Culture Ticket! Yes! With butter, not butter. Period.
What's up, y'all? This your girl, The Butter Not Butter, and we are back, y'all. That was Raheem Booker Jr. featuring Stephen B. the Great with I Changed. Y'all definitely tap in with them music on all platforms. We finna get into this episode of The Culture Ticket. Y'all already know I got my co-host here. We missed him, Miss Gimme That, but co-host Oz is here. How you feeling, Oz?
I am doing good. I'm feeling good. We do miss our other co-host.
Yes.
Nay, she done left us.
She did. First it was Oz that left us, and then now it was her.
It's like a domino effect. We good though.
Maybe I should go ghost one day.
Right. You don't even see that happening.
And then we got another special guest that's a repeat offender. A repeat offender. Katie the Moonchild. How you feeling?
I'm good. It is pretty good. You know, I'm in here with my people. Got Oz, the God, and butter. Not butter. You know, I'm just in here mixing up shit.
How you gonna just give Oz a name?
Because Oz, the God, and butter, the not butter.
That's not it.
Not butter, the not butter.
Right, hold on. Do you want me to mess your name up?
No.
You want me to call you your first name?
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh, disrespectful. Alright,
like I said. Okay, anyway, we're finna get into here with our two guests. But y'all already know we always start off with a game called Black Card We Vote. If you don't know the answer, your black card is taken, okay? First question. Let me see if y'all know y'all history. What city was Martin Luther King Jr. born in?
What city? You said city.
What city?
Was he born in?
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta, Georgia. In Georgia. However, he was in Alabama doing the whole march and all that stuff like that.
You said Atlanta. Why you talking about some
but
sweet
I
home?
said Alabama first, then I said Georgia.
Yeah, because he did so much in Alabama.
That's what I had to think about.
But his memorial, everything is here, his house, yeah.
Black Card Revolt.
Girl.
Marcus' eyes got big.
I mean, but not.
But know the answer either.
But no, because they don't teach. They don't really.
Atlanta.
They don't really teach us that really in.
They just
school.
teach where he.
Yeah, that is
true. Where he did his. Yeah, where his legacy.
Did y'all hear about what state was that? That said it was it Ohio or Utah that said they taking it out of the curriculum where they don't have to. It's not mandatory to learn about Martin Luther King and the KKK and all that stuff.
They taking a lot of stuff out.
They should take a lot of stuff out, but I mean.
And then a few months ago, I seen something where they was like that they're allowing parents they can opt their child out of learning Black history. I was like, what? We didn't opt out of learning y'all stuff.
They're kind of teaching it on their own, in their own way, and full of lies anyway, in the public system. So if you opting out, you really have the chance now to teach your child to write history. All that shit was wrong. That was mandatory for us to be taught and learn. You had to take a test, get out of the U.S. history and some old stuff.
That's true, but still, you shouldn't be able to tell. The way I was looking at it is white people was trying to opt out of their child learning about slavery.
If that's definitely an option, they definitely gonna opt them out like that is.
Yeah,
but that's that choice, and it's I don't think
what's
it's
wrong with the world.
No, I don't think that's one perspective to say I solely own it. You said we can't learn this, and now I'm just looking at it like white people this. And no, you can look at it as they not reinforcing trauma because it affect they be telling this shit wrong, and then they don't be right, and then we get we were slaves, and we keep repeating that and manifesting that and keep talking to this slave language. So you really just reinforcing that energy. Mm-hmm. So really. Yeah, they always try to take some shit and make it bad for you that you could take and get a better reasoning out of it. You could teach your child and shit yourself, the real and only what you want to learn.
But don't you think that is what's wrong? Imagine, because it's stuff that I didn't learn about my history until I got to college. So imagine these kids growing up and they don't even know a thing about that all this stuff was going on.
Because you ain't learn about it because they was teaching the wrong fake shit first, and when you got to college, you got a little bit more of the wrong and the real. I don't know. I just feel black. Yeah,
it was actually black teachers, black.
And then you went to black school.
It was not you went to a black school. What school you went to?
Clark, South Carolina, HBCU. Why you say I'm sorry?
No, okay, so that's my question. Like, why is it such a good thing to go to HBCU? Like,
It's the culture. I think it's the culture, and I actually appreciate going there just because of the simple fact that some of the administration, that was a mess, but I learned a lot of stuff that I thought was right in my primarily white schools and high schools and stuff. That I thought was right, and then when I got to college, we learned a lot of stuff. And I know if I was to go to a PWI university, they wouldn't have taught me that stuff. I wouldn't have known that stuff that I found out. Like, just a lot of stuff. So I think that's the thing. And then it was so many students, so many black people that went to Clark, but they grew up going to white schools, Catholic schools. So it was a culture shock to them too, to even learn about their real stuff and actually see like all those black people.
What about the people that did not grow up in, you know, the white schools and stuff like that? They hear the HBCUs, their parents force them, you know what I'm saying? Give them, oh, this is the set of schools that I'm paying for, I'm not allowing you to go to, or something like that. Like, I just think the hype about going to one.
I think it's just more about culture, and
yeah.
I mean, I don't
just
know
like
about
Chinese and
Indians. I
Indians.
don't necessarily know nobody who forced that. All the people I know, they wanted to go there. They wanted to go there. I wanted.
I know a lot of people, a lot of parents like groom their child for one college.
Yeah, that's true. Especially if it's a college
Family
that they went
college,
to.
yeah.
And they probably got a fraternity or sorority or something there. 9 times out of 10, that's the reason why. I haven't really met nobody that got forced to go and they didn't want to go to a HBCU. Really, for
I know a couple of people that didn't necessarily want to go to HBCU, but they had to. Like their parents gave them.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Their parents gave them the automatic, like, hey, it's either this college or.
Yeah, I do. I do take that back. One of my old mentees, she did tell me that her mom told her that they only paying for certain schools. I was just like, yeah. So yeah, I do. I don't know why people. I wouldn't do that. I ain't even really go for my children to go to school.
Right, because it's so much that you can do outside of not going to college. There's so many successful people without a college degree and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have went if I knew the stuff that I knew.
I know. I wouldn't have went either.
I wouldn't have went. I really was never on campus. I didn't really like the school experience.
I like my school.
I like the culture and all that stuff, but it was just school itself. Whether I was at HBCU or PW, I didn't like it. So
I like my school.
I didn't like. You know how everybody dressed up their dorm rooms. I brought a week worth of clothes that was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't really get into any clubs. None of that. Really? Yeah, I joined the radio station like my junior year.
So you didn't experience like the whole college atmosphere?
I went to 2 basketball games.
You from here?
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're not supposed to go to college in your town.
I'm glad I did because I'm ready to be wanting to go back and forth. I couldn't do the roommates that we had to stay on campus. It was just bad. It was always crime. That's the only thing I didn't like was crime.
Because they put like
they always
HBCUs in the hood.
They always in the hood.
I went to FSU. However, you know, like FAMU is literally right next door, like right across the tracks. Like when you walk out the back of FSU and cross the tracks, you're in FAMU. And it's just like that. It turns from the suburbs to the hood right across the tracks. Yeah. That close. Yeah. But I went to FSU. I had a good time. I had a good experience. But I partied at FAMU. Not gonna lie.
I couldn't get into it. I just wasn't. I didn't go. I literally went to 2 football games, and that was homecoming. 2 basketball games. That was one. It was like Midnight Madness, and that was like my freshman year. And then my sister, she was on the dance team, so I went to go watch her. But I didn't get into it at all. I didn't decorate nothing. I didn't do none of that. I was going.
I didn't have no dorm. I couldn't do the whole dorm thing.
We had to do it our freshman year, and then
even if y'all stayed, if y'all from here,
you had to have a good reason. Like Lil Wayne daughter came, and she was year after me, and they like exempt her from staying because safety reasons. Yeah. But they wouldn't do that for nobody else. They wouldn't do that for nobody else.
Y'all know it's like a lot of like gray areas. Y'all just have to find those gray areas
that you can exempt.
Yeah.
That was like you had to have like some serious health problems and proof. And I was like, bro.
But because you have to pay for dorms, like it's like, yeah, but you in town, so why would you know what I'm saying, stay in a dorm if you out your own house?
Right. They only let you do that your junior year, I believe. Yeah, junior year.
I used my godmother's house. Yes, I was staying there, but I had my own apartment. I couldn't.
Yeah, it just
I couldn't
wasn't.
do the whole
It
dorm
was
thing. I didn't like sharing a bathroom, sharing a shower. Like
it was dirty. Like it was like me and my roommates had got into it. And the crazy thing about it, my freshman year, me and my blood sister, we ended up being roommates because my actual roommate that was supposed to room with me, she didn't like finish her enrollment. So when everybody moved in, she did it, and my sister needed a dorm, and they let her move in with me. So I was like, okay, that's cool, but still, like, it just wasn't it. When I don't want to share a room with my sister, I'd rather share it with my sister than a stranger, though, but it was just like, no. And one girl, my other one, she stole my barbecue sauce.
Girl,
Leave me alone. She stole my stuff. Don't touch my
it
stuff.
was like, it's the real pettiness.
She like,
Why you touch my stuff, though?
Like, it's the real
And I
pettiness
ain't
for
say
me.
nothing until, because I had bought like some coffees from Dunkin' Donuts, like
Coffees.
6 of them bottles, and they just kept going missing every day, and I ain't say nothing. But that barbecue sauce,
So was it like a small, or it was like
it was a big bottle. No, it wasn't barbecue sauce. It was A1 sauce. Don't, I need that bag. Yeah, I need that A1 sauce, and we got into a whole thing about this sauce. I was being petty, but I don't care because I wouldn't say nothing if my coffees wasn't coming up missing. But I know they ain't walk legs and walk up out of here. Period. But let's get to this next topic. This next question. So, according to life, what might your grandmother check to make sure that the baby is yours? A, the nose. B, eye color. C, ear color. D, hair texture.
No.
It's the ear.
I think it's the ear. Too.
It's the ear.
Because
You know
that's
why?
always the color first.
Because if you look at a baby and look at the top of their ear, that's how you can tell how dark they're going to get.
Yeah, their ears.
Their ears is the first
color.
pigment.
Yeah,
it's the first pigment that the babies get, and then it starts to spread throughout, and that's when they start to get their color.
I'm
You
gonna
need to
say
shake
my
them.
mom both.
You need to
What
shake.
you was gonna say? No,
You
what
need to
was
shake
gonna
them
say?
ears on your baby. That light skinned baby.
No,
Then as soon as I'm gonna say
but
that,
no, like my dad's people is really fair skinned.
For real.
Yes, my grandmother was
That
fair
baby
skinned.
I was gonna say,
Like,
boy, you need to take the baby ears, boy. That baby see through. I'm just playing. He pretty though. They pretty.
He is clear, like for real.
Gonna be a
But
problem.
it's definitely the ear. It's definitely the ear.
I don't need no black
Definitely
card.
the ear. You said what?
I was born black. I don't need no black card.
Girl, yes you do.
No, but for real. Question to
How
y'all.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Know what
We
you
probably
gonna
about
say.
to ask.
No, what you
I was
gonna
about
say? Go
to
ahead.
say, like, you know when people be like asking, like, if you got like soft hair or something, they like, are you mixed or something? Like, I was watching her interview. She did an interview with somebody, and the interviewer was like, so what is your nationality? Because I see that your hair isn't looking like mine. And I'm just like, that had nothing to do.
Good hair.
You know what I'm saying? Because like people automatically assume that black people don't have good hair.
Because
There
I
are
tell
are
people that all the
black
time that people
isn't
black got
mixed
good hair.
with anything,
Yeah.
they have good hair.
Yeah,
Like
it's about how you take care of your
it
hair.
as a young child growing up.
But
and
you
not
just
put
tell
all the-
different
Yeah.
textures.
you can
and-
tell different textures, but I know somebody that has wavy, like your son hair, even softer than that, but they're black.
Yeah.
Mom black, daddy black. You know what I'm saying? Like if people don't think that people can have like black people, you have to be mixed to have some kind of wavy hair.
Right.
I'm like,
Yeah. I don't like that.
I remember somebody, this guy walked to me one time and said, you too cute not to be mixed. I was like,
Oh. I wouldn't know how to
you
say
thought that was a compliment?
Right.
Like, what? That's not a compliment, sir. Like, I just walked smooth off. Like, I was just like, and then I hate when people be like, you like, are you black or something? They like, well, I'm Indian and this and that. Are you black, bro, nigga?
Right.
Like, you got 1% black, you're black. Like, are you black? When
Girl,
people
you
start
got
saying-
your whole body. Literally, if you get tested, nobody is 1%.
Yeah.
Nobody that
Yeah, I know.
exists is 1%.
They
You're
not.
not. Nobody.
I know, but I'm just
So,
saying,
because
like, if you
Everybody
Irish,
is meshed
yeah.
together. I swear to
I
God, you
know.
having Scotland in it. Like for real, for
I
real.
don't even know
You be
nobody
like,
over there like
and
that.
it'll be
Yeah,
like 30%, 50%. Some people 60%. And you're like, damn, I
Yeah,
look
but-
black, but I'm majority Scott. Like but they don't. I get what you're saying though. Like
it's like people don't want to be known as
all the way black, but
like,
nobody is anyway.
like
So
I'm just like,
you not even.
but still, it's
But-
the fact that you are black. If you have any black in you, you're black. It doesn't matter if you got some Scotland Irish, you're black. Like, period.
Your primary race is probably definitely black. Then I get what you're saying. I get both perspectives. I'm just saying.
Somebody asks you what's your, you don't have to. I'm black, but I'm mixed with it. But I got this.
No, I'm black.
You're black. Like I'm confused.
No facts. Yeah, I feel you.
No facts for real.
Anywho, what was you about to say?
Because it wasn't that.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I was gonna ask you like, how high is like too high? Like being too high. No, it's serious. Like, well, like how high is being too high?
Like movie Red Man how high? Or
like no, like
Smokey how high?
Like
or like Craig how high?
All of them.
What's
like,
in the cabinet?
When I think when it's like when you be just like you just stuck or sleeping, like you just fall straight asleep. It's like you smoke, like you can't function no more. Like
no. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because I was in my.
But edibles, it's a different type of high. Edibles is a different type of high. You don't want to.
The edibles is a different type of high because you can't control it.
It's gonna start.
It's gonna be a weak edible or a really good edible.
I've heard somebody that told me, my friend, he smokes a lot. He told me that edibles aren't really like he was like he think that people be faking when they smoke eat edibles.
Yeah, but it's some people with real shit in their edibles.
Like it be real strong.
Your eyes will feel like
he got edibles.
Like it'll feel like
he was like he got edibles and every time he got them, he
got them from the wrong
high.
person. Let me get him an edible.
I bought a pack of Sour Patches, which came with 7 in them. The lady, I did not know that one little Sour Patch it was equivalent to a blunt or a joint, whatever. I'm riding down the highway coming from Kanye, so I'm eating, I'm chewing, I'm trying.
All of them?
I said, hey, how many of these can I have? This was the point. Now I'm at a red light. I'm starting to feel like, man, I can see what's going on. She said, oh, just one or half of one will do. I said, I need them all. My eyes, I got home, I was like,
and then it's like a drug, like, cause you get
drunk,
dizzy,
like
you get
vertigo,
so,
like you just, I'm like,
so this
man.
is what happened to me. This is what.
Crackhead, you about to give us some.
Somebody talk about Molly or X is the best high. I'm not playing.
Okay. It's giving crackhead.
Oh, no.
Okay, so no. So I was in Miami for my sister's, for my brother-in-law's birthday. So, the girl gave me the edible, right? So I took half of the edible. Before I got in the shower. Mm-hmm. And then when I got out the shower, heading to the party, I got out the shower, got dressed, and before I walked out the door, I took the other half. So, I'm driving, everything fine. I get to the restaurant, everything fine. And then all of a sudden, you know how when you turn like a light in a warehouse and it'd be like, doom, 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 doom. Like, yeah. So we sit down at the table. Mind you, it's like, I'm like the youngest one at this table at this point. And, it's all my uncles, like everybody. And it just clicked. I said, oh my God. Everybody's trying to talk to me because I was supposed to be getting everything together. Man, I was so stuck. And my sister kept looking at me across the table like, what's wrong? I was like, no, I'm good. So she slid over there to me. She was like, you high as fuck. I was like, what you mean? She's like, me, I'm thinking I'm stretching my eyes, but my eyes are like low as I don't know what. Every picture I hadn't seen, like my eyes were like nearly closed. My uncle at the end of the table, he is like, cause we had a private setting at Prime 112 and he was like, I don't want no food, just bring me liquor. Like the whole time, mind you, he didn't order like $500 worth of drinks at this point. And every time he bring him a drink, he be like, more liquor, less ice. Y'all bringing me so much motherfucking ice, I could bring my own ice factory. It was so funny. And I was laughing the whole time at him. My sister at the end of the table, like looking at me like, oh my God.
Ain't no way he fucked up like
right.
this.
It was funny because everybody was laughing, even though Waiter was laughing. Like, he was just like so going. I was so high. I was like, I can't do it no more. I can't do the edible no more. Like, cause you can't control it.
I feel like if I smoke, I'm gonna be seeing rabbits. Like I'm like,
girl,
no, that's
no,
somebody. Somebody that put something
you
in your blood.
You doing powder,
right? At this point, she doing that
your
crack.
first drug is powder. If you do that, because weed gonna have
sorry.
your first weed gonna have you like. That was
It's not that
kind of
bad.
that was
Yeah.
straight, but
You're gonna like the way it makes
then
you
you're gonna
focus.
start figuring out when do you want to feel like that, because you're
Yeah.
like, I don't want to feel like that all the time. So you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, okay, when?
It's definitely times that you.
I don't like people that have to smoke.
Nah, I don't
Like
have to.
if you around me and you have to smoke, like that's just like a turn off to me. It's like a pet peeve. Like I don't care if people smoke, but people be like, oh, I can't sleep if I don't smoke. I can't eat if I can't do this. Like you giving crackhead. You giving crackhead to me.
Everything is crackhead to
It's
you.
giving crackhead. I can't function. Like
Because honestly, if people anything outside of weed is crackhead activity
it
to you.
is. It is definitely, but once you start doing too much, you
have to understand. I think all of them is equivalent. Like I think at this point, like all of them is equivalent because some people just can't get high on weed, so they go to the next drug.
Yeah, so you go crackhead. When you go to the next drug, you go to the next level of crackheadish.
So like weed is like the beginning stage of crackhead.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, go
Yes, when you start saying I can't do stuff,
Without-
I have to smoke.
yeah.
You're crackhead. Now if you just want to
Okay.
smoke and get high, chill. Okay, you still handling your business, still doing shit. Okay, cool. But when you get to the point where you late to stuff, or when you can't do
function.
stuff,
You can't
and
function.
you can't
You know
do
what?
this, so you holding up,
I
no, you're crackhead.
I started smoking, I think, in college. And actually it's crazy because I had roommates, like, cause I was in like a 4-4 college housing or whatever. But my 3 roommates was girls. I was the only guy. And like, they had me and the black girl on this side and the 2 white girls on that side. Cause it was like, no, when you walked in,
Not
it was
segregation.
it was like
Right.
our big living room, our big kitchen.
Where
and
you
then
went.
it was like 2 bedrooms on this side and 2 bedrooms on that side. But I don't know, but that's how it felt, I guess.
Yeah.
They put the white people on one side and us on the other
Segregation.
side.
I would have had, but
Segregation.
I would have been very much the one in my computer.
So when I come out, like, you know, I see they hallway and I see it's like full of smoke. So I go over there, I'm like, y'all good? She was like, no, we just, smoking before tests and stuff. They will only smoke before tests. I was like, why? Don't they like, she was like, no, it make you focus even more. So, I tried it one time. I didn't really care about this test at the point. I was like,
Right,
passing
you
the class.
just
I was like, let me hit it. Let me see. It really made me focus more. It really made me
Some
like,
people do, but when you abuse the drug,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
when
believe,
you
I ain't
abuse
gonna lie, I definitely, the reason why I
Yeah.
won't say you're a crackhead for smoking weed is because I definitely know that it's some stuff that it definitely helps you with, like medicinal reasons and different things like that, and just, overall it's good. It's not a bad, but like you said, when you abuse it, what the crackhead say?
No, it wasn't crackhead. No, they say something is telling me that you were the only one at the table laughing while everybody else was just
Yeah,
sitting there.
that's what I'm saying. It's probably not that funny because you probably, everybody was like,
No, it was everybody was at the table laughing because he was just going off about the drink and they kept bringing him less and less ice and it's just like, well, just don't bring him none at all.
that drunk that they were gonna play with him like that.
Like, no, for real, it was funny.
You probably still was the only
It
one
was
because
funny.
he probably was dead serious and you was the only
No, he
one over
was
there
dead.
like,
No.
everybody was like,
No, he was dead serious.
and you
You
was
probably
the only one
felt
that thought
the
it was
realness
funny.
there behind the mask.
No, he was dead
'Cause you was
serious.
high.
No, he was dead serious. And everybody was laughing at my end.
You thought they was laughing.
No, they was laughing too.
They seen your
That's what
ass.
happened. That's what happened.
They said,
you don't know who's
"Oh,
laughing with you. You think it's all them other voices. See, that's when it gets crackheadish.
Cause then nobody know I was high.
Butter.
My sister,
Please,
my sister knows.
clitoris.
Nah, for real, that's giving
I'm
crackhead.
gonna put weed in a hookah one day.
Baby, don't put it. I'm be on the other side with you.
I'm gonna be like this.
I'm gonna mix it with the
Right.
with the
See,
cherry
I
and
told them to
strawberry.
do that.
She ain't gonna know.
Right.
I'm gonna be up here.
Now she gonna start
People like-
now she gonna start lifting.
People like,
Oh, let me see. Yeah.
Butter, not butter.
No, you're not.
Coach,
You gonna be
How
like,
you,
"Butter,
how you gonna
butter,
be?
Yeah.
I cannot.
We about to play Revolt Card Blake.
That's what you
We
gonna
about to
say?
play Revolt Card Blake.
Oh my god.
Nah, you will be saying whatever you. If you don't do that while you drunk, you're not gonna do it while you high. I don't know why people think alcohol gets you more fucked up than weed.
It does.
It's like quicker,
Alcohol
like,
paralyzes your
all your nervous system,
like all your
and
nervous
of that,
system.
Like instant.
Weed like slows down
It
everything. It
enhances-
makes you. It makes you.
be going on sometimes.
Yes, it paralyzes all of that.
Sometimes I want to be going on.
Well, I don't know, Butter. You be just now.
For even if I take one little sip, it'd be like this,
Butter.
like a little shot going through it, and it'd be just like,
Oh, no.
Ain't
That's
it?
just you.
oh.
You need to get that checked.
I don't know nothing. I don't know what that is.
You need to get that checked.
What
You really
said.
do.
It'd be like in my legs and everything.
Oh, no,
Maybe
you need
should
to go
just
get that
watch the
checked.
activities or something like it. You might be putting too much stress on you.
Oh, you
like,
might
doing
not-
exercise and stuff. No, you don't do no exercise.
Yeah, that's probably the problem. You need to be more active. Because you're not active, so...
Y'all ain't finna talk about me because I get my exercise on. Anywho, Oz, you had some questions that you wanted to discuss and some juicy topics. What's up? Talk to us. What you got?
All right, so okay, I had this topic. It was like, who is loved more? The one who is lied to or the one who knows everything? So basically the side chick or guy that knows about the main and about everything, or the main chick or guy that knows nothing but what the person is telling them.
Nobody.
Who is loved more?
Nobody.
Nobody really,
It's
but
even
I guess the woman
side
would feel
chick.
like that
The
the
side-
one who know everything is loved
They
more.
gonna feel like
Because
that.
she like, I know everything. He gonna tell me everything.
No, he don't value you though.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
He
So
don't.
that's why I say that the main is loved
He-
more
the
because
main, they
he is
don't want-
protecting your
He
feelings.
don't want nothing
He-
to even be.
yeah.
Wait. The main is the one that don't know nothing?
No, the main one is the one that's more loved in the situation because he
She-
don't. He feel like the side person. I met you in this predicament.
Yeah, so I could tell you.
everything.
Oh, the side is the one he telling everything to.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
so
this was
the
main.
person that loved. He said which one loved.
Yeah,
the
which
most.
one is love more, the side chick or the main?
The
Because
main one.
the side chick knows everything. She
You
know
just-
about the main. She know about this. She know
But you
about
just
that.
telling me shit.
But the
just because,
main
like, it
chick,
don't
yeah,
matter.
the main chick doesn't know about anything but what he's coming back and pillow talking with her.
You gonna
So
come back and try
she-
to make it a picture
Yeah.
perfect life.
But
when you
either
get
way,
back.
he still don't really love her. Because
Yeah, you can't say that. Because you can love more than one person.
No, you can't.
Yes,
First
you
of
You
all-
can love more, but you can't be in love.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Because you're in love with them
Not
for
me. I pick
different.
my favorite. I fuck up every time.
can't. So I pick my
do it. So,
favorite.
listen,
Yeah,
It's-
you gotta pick the
it's-
favorite one.
I pick my favorite. I pick my favorite every time, and that's why I realized that like I just like some stuff I just have to take with the punches because I can't do certain shit. I'm going to pick my favorite every time.
So when you picking your favorite, how does this go with two people that you really rocking with? How does this go?
So this one, I'm speaking from term. If they were both on the same level and it was just what it was, and I'm picking my favorite. If y'all on the same level, then what am I losing? Like it's just, it's not that I'm picking my favorite. I'm going to do anything or act disgusting
You just pick
towards
your
you.
favorite too.
You're going to start to see me channel more energy to
But
this.
how, if they're on the same level, how is one your favorite? What made them different?
Everybody have their favorite.
Come on,
Like you
What
have,
makes
like
them
parents have
different?
their favorite child.
What
Like,
makes
it's
them
like,
different though? It's always
If you-
something.
if
This,
you- if-
my
okay,
child
so-
either is good in school more than this one, or this child is either do this. This child,
Okay, so what's gonna make you my? This is where the side picking come out of. Because one, I don't want to be stressed out. I don't want to go back and forth. And a lot of stuff like you meet people no matter how they have ways. So you start to figure out who you want to deal with and how you like, what you don't like, or what you'll deal with, whatever. So that's how the favorite on mine like picked. I don't. It's a lot of stuff that
mine is whoever doing the most, who applying the most.
mine's is whoever. Yeah, whoever.
Who doing the most? Because if
Yeah.
you supposed, if
Yeah.
I was talking to you first, but then this person come along and then they talking to me more than you talking to me, we hanging out more than you hanging
But-
out. We doing like,
but you got to understand that second is always going to try to top that first person.
but
because that
they
first
don't have
person-
to even know about each other.
The second is always going to know about it first.
Not always.
No, because
If
you
you
don't
keep
have to
your stuff
always
private.
tell them
Yeah,
that.
it's
Like
private.
they cannot know at all.
If they-
I have been in many
if they-
situations where nobody know about each other,
Right.
but
What? Yeah, that's true.
And
But
be no
if they
drama,
If they
like-
married, you gonna know about that wife, or you gonna find out later.
Oh, we ain't talking. I ain't talking about if I'm in a relationship with somebody. I'm just talking about like just talking. Period. Like I'm just talking dating. Should I say?
Okay,
Not married.
yeah, they not gonna know.
I ain't about to be cheating on people. Oh, she
I
ain't
ain't about to get married
I'm
and
not.
to
I
cheat.
didn't gave up that card.
No, you did it. Oh, you just told us last week.
Wow.
First of all, I wasn't even here for 2 weeks, so that was a lie.
I was I'm finna go on with her. I'm like, wow.
Wow. Instigate. Wow.
And I never said I was a player or anything like that.
Yes, you did. You said if I'm at the club and we see a nice dude and he don't want to talk to him, guess what? I'm going to talk to him. That's a
Huh?
player.
We gonna talk to them
If
together.
he said if he out at the club with his boo, and they see another person that walk in that look cute, and he think that the dude is cute, but his other person don't want to take him home.
No, because I be like,
he's gonna
no,
take him
this,
home.
this is how it's play out.
I said, well, I'm
this-
gonna take him
this-
home. Either
this-
we gonna take him home, I'm gonna take him home.
This how it's gonna play out. It's
All
either
right.
we either finna take
I
him
ain't
home
gonna fuck
together.
with Oz. That's all. I know who I want to fuck
Player.
with. Sometimes you gotta let people be who they are. I ain't gonna change you.
And most people know that getting into this.
Yeah, so
But I thought you gave the card.
if I'm not gonna change
That's
you,
not
then
a player card.
I
That's
ain't trying to
just-
change.
That's
you,
a
really,
player.
so.
You want to
That's
play
not
the
a
game.
player.
You want to play the game.
No, that's not a player.
People need to get with their match and stop trying to.
having fun within your relationship and keeping it spicy.
Every time.
That ain't got to be spicy. You can do other stuff to keep it.
People.
You
But I'm talking about. Oh my god.
and everything else spicy by talking to somebody else. You can spice it up with other things. You can go get
Y'all could do different
dominatrix
stuff. Like y'all
type
can go
stuff.
do so much stuff together to be spicy. Y'all can go do like. Come on, Oz. There's so much shit in the world to do.
No, it's not a player.
It's
just-
you can do a million things and still not be done. You talking about so you
And
gotta
it-
go get another person.
but
Oh,
it- no,
I
the
know what
thing
kind of
is-
fun you like.
No,
I know what's wrong. Tell
If
me.
we ain't taking it home.
I'm taking it home. You
Hey,
can what? He like nigga. You can watch or
You
get
can
the
watch.
fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. You can
No,
watch.
That's a
You
player.
can watch.
That's
no.
a player from the Himalayas.
No, it's no.
What
no,
your
no.
friend saying?
You say
They
what?
better not be agreeing with
like,
you.
It's like just the hoe.
Yes. that's
Oh my
exactly
God.
what you are.
But no, like no, it's not. It's being like, cause it's not every time we take people home. It's probably like once a month. And it's not in the same city. It's not in the same state. It's when we go, like
Why we can't spice it up other ways?
what? I got two
I
ways.
got- It's about who you dealing with, I
have-
guess. I have your ass like spicy Caliente playing with me talking about spice it up. You ain't gotta worry about that. You don't need nobody else. You don't need no other. I promise you.
Wait, no, it's not like it's really not like it's not satisfying in the bedroom. It just adds a thrill to it. Like,
I don't got that much time.
Like-
By the time I get home, I don't want to deal with that.
But
many-
that's the thing. You don't deal with them at all. Like you
Yeah.
meet them, you be like, "Hey, this our
you got
hotel
my
room.
energy now. I'm too
This-
godly for that.
This
shit.
is our hotel room. This is what you just come." You
Bust
leave,
down.
We bust down and you leave. No exchanging numbers, no exchanging names.
Oh,
we don't need to know.
just a drive-through situation.
Yes, like it's not a long term with them because they're in a different city, different state.
I mean, if you want a prostitute on the side, it's all good.
It's not prostitution. I'm giving money. And
No,
I'm
I'm talking about them, the nigga, whoever them niggas you fucking with is prostitute. They going through a drive-through service.
Mm.
Who the fuck?
Speaking of prostitute.
What's next?
Oh Lord.
No, for real.
Don't tell me you went down that low.
No, I didn't.
Gotta do what you gotta do, girl. Let me hear it.
Come on.
I get money. Don't let it
Look,
make
girl,
you.
let me hear what you look. Let me hear it. Shit.
No, okay, so I got people that I'm not gonna say people, associates that do the sex for money, and they be like, "Oh, I'm a porn star," and they get mad at me because I say, "No, you're a prostitute," because
Porn star. God wants you to hush.
right, obviously, hold on.
No, porn stars get real money.
That's still a prostitute.
First off, no. Let's get it straight. Like I told them, porn stars are on a signed contract.
Yeah, like
They
work
get
still.
they get incentives, they get all this stuff. But you're just basically saying,
You know people that work for porn?
I used to date a porn star.
He used to be in the videos too.
I didn't be in the videos.
You know, he used to be on set.
I used to be on set, yeah. Oh, you wasn't here for that conversation.
Coordinating.
Oh my God, you wasn't here for that conversation.
So I
I
had
was
a
not
wild
coordinating.
dream.
What was the dream?
You had a dream about Oz?
No. But I was talking about porn star crazy. I'm talking about what he mentioned that that's why I said I had a crazy dream. He said he was a director of porn.
No, I was. Stop saying that. Stop telling people that.
Look, I thought I seen you in my dream.
I wasn't a porn star.
Directing.
I wasn't directing, but okay, so when you're dating a porn star or whatever, like, you can go on set with them. Well, this was back. You go on set with them and I chose the option. He was like, because we was dating for a while, and then he told me what he did.
Mm-hmm.
So by this time, I was already hooked. Money was good, like everything was.
It was like I ain't even going nowhere. Fuck
Right. Why? You got the same money I got. It's just like, I don't got to spend mine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
he was like, "Oh, what you come tell me? It's nothing." But the thing is, on set, he was a totally opposite than what he showed me in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So it was in a good way. It was in a good way. It was in a good way.
You wanted him to try that stuff on you?
No. Mm-mm. But no, I was happy that he wasn't giving the same sexual interaction that I got.
So you felt different.
And the thing is, like when I got there, you know, it was a chair full of guys sitting there. I'm looking at this like, hold on, y'all can do a train section? Like, no, I'm not with all that now. Like, what is enough? But no, and they was like, you must be the boyfriend. I'm like, looking like, what? He was like, no, don't take it like that. This is the boyfriend section. Like, all of them was the boyfriends of people that was on set.
Oh, that was their role they playing for the...
No, they were actually the boyfriends of the people that was on set doing sex or whatever. Like, the porn stars.
All their boyfriends was there.
Yes. And he was like, don't get upset. Don't get in your feelings. Like one of the boys, like the coach or something. Like, I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, I'm getting schooled or whatever. He was like, don't get upset. Don't get mad. Like some of them can't even, perform or get hard or anything. We have to go over and be their fluffers. So we have to go in there and get them interaction for them to,
You was in there giving interaction?
They don't be attracted to the person.
Wow. Oh, you was in there giving interaction?
I was. That one day that I went, I was.
So you have to really.
And they asked me if I wanted to. I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm really good.
Ours is a play from the Himalayas.
No.
But anywho, going back to what y'all said, porn stars is prostitution. If you look up what prostitution is, it's doing any sexual acts for money. That's what they do. Prostitution. OnlyFans, prostitution.
They ain't prostitute. Now, when you just own an app or whatever, and you saying, low jobs 100, this and that is X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, you did. You posted it on your story yesterday.
What happened?
I never posted that.
You posted some sex videos.
Some sexual activity.
I'm just playing. She ain't posting me. What is happening? This isn't giving. We don't need some other Mikeys. We don't need no other bodies.
But I don't consider that
It is not what you consider, it's what the fact is. It's what the fact is. Her. Any sexual acts for money is prostitution.
Like any?
Just because they signed up some paper don't mean nothing.
But that's work.
Yeah,
That's work
prostitution on the street is work too.
There's so many prostitutes.
So that's basically like a wife is prostituting her body because
they are.
That's what I just said. So
if you're doing every married woman has done something for some money in a relationship. So you're a prostitute. No. You're prostituting yourself out.
I never did nothing.
Are you married? Okay.
Yeah.
Who?
Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel that way. I feel like prostitutes are just like those that's out there got an ad. They prostitute. They own the street. They prostitute.
Because you want to make up your own definition. Because you think prostitute is the bad word.
Porn stars. They in their own category.
Yeah, it's not. They just put it's porn. They just put the stars on there, make it seem like they're prostitutes.
But porn stars has a definition in the dictionary though.
Yeah, that somebody made up, but
so
prostitute came first.
So you can't put them in the same
prostitute
definition as
came
prostitute.
first, and they say, you know what? We don't want to be called that because we are professionals,
right?
And make us a new definition. But guess what? Prostitute is the same.
It's her.
Right.
No, because
we didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
But who gave the definition to prostitutes? Like who defined that?
Merriam-Webster, my girl.
Okay, well, you need to tell her.
Right. Who is she to define these people?
What was she?
This-
First
Right.
of all, which word did she
If
fall
she
in?
was a prostitute, guess what? It doesn't matter. At least she knew what she was, and she put it in the big.
Are you
dictionary.
you getting any percentages off of that, Webster?
No, but she taught me everything I know.
I know
And
that's
you.
right. She did.
And Oz. Y'all listen to Miriam. Don't do my girl like that.
Mm-mm.
So again, if you on a prostitute, if you're on Pornhub, if you're on any of those other stuff, you were, my friend, are a prostitute. A paid prostitute. A
They get
professional.
awards
You
and
better
You're a
be
professional
paid
prostitute.
if you anything.
because I mean they get awards and everything.
You a Grammy Award winning prostitute. What that doesn't take a, you want to be held to another
I don't
standard.
think you can put them in a prostitute category because they have their own definition.
You want to be held to another standard, and you're not. You're a prostitute.
So what if they just get recorded and they're not getting booked? And they're just a porn star?
You're not a star. Just because you made a video.
So what are they in?
You're just two people that just had some sex and recorded. Oh yeah. Ooh. That's still on? Oh. Just sit it down. Yeah. Yeah, they just two people that had sex and recorded it broke now. Cause they should have got paid for it.
See, now they should have got paid for it.
Yeah, I'm not
But
saying
people
no.
have sex. But people have sex every day for free.
Okay, so
These people have.
What you saying? If we don't really have to put an emotion with the word,
yeah, y'all.
it just is
That's
what it
it.
is.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what I'm saying, y'all.
But
They got
emotion
emotional
don't
and
have to
said, I don't want to be labeled like that. I want to be a porn star. Yeah, that sounds a little bit better. Okay, porn star, prostitute.
Everything got a definition to it. So I mean,
You're a prostitute. I want a prostitute to come on here and we can interview them and have a conversation about it.
Okay, what kind of prostitute? Because I know a lot of like OnlyFans people. Like
They are prostitutes. It doesn't matter. You know
because I thought you were going to say so. You're a prostitute.
I asked, y'all know who London is? Y'all know who London is?
first of all,
London?
yes.
I asked her on the last podcast that I was on, I asked her. I said, are you a hoe?
You said what?
I said my bad.
I said, are you a hoe? She said, yeah, I'm a hoe.
Did you pass me something with this?
Yeah.
Where?
It's in there.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
I asked her, I said, are you a hoe? She said, yeah, I'm a hoe.
Yeah, I'm like,
What that dope
did she
nigga?
just? She,
Twin, nigga.
But you asked her, okay, what?
I said, are you a hoe? She
Girl,
said, yeah.
What is wrong with your mouth?
What do you mean?
Get your mouth from me.
I asked her was she a hoe. She was talking about hoes and the difference between a hoe and the thigh and different things like that. And I was like, oh,
Why
okay.
You didn't say what? Do you consider yourself any of the?
Because I can just say, do you consider yourself a hoe? And she said, yeah, I'm a hoe.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, she said, yes, I'm a hoe. Just like that. I said, so are you a hoe? She said, yeah. And there, cause when I asked, everybody was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. She said, yeah. They all wanted to know the same question.
Anyway,
Same answer.
You just asked.
Yeah.
It's like you gonna ask.
Somebody gotta ask it.
Who gonna ask it?
Fact.
Me. So we need to have a panel full of prostitutes.
Mm-mm.
No, this is not a prostitution ring. They're gonna do a sting over here when they show up. What the hell they running in there?
No, I thought that was professional though. I thought that was professional.
I won't come.
I thought that was
I
stars.
don't want to be here with the
No,
hoes.
Why can't we bring the stars?
So you want the real porn
They
stars?
gonna be like,
I want the
they
prostitutes.
got
They're all in the
flyers.
same
You gonna make
category.
them flyers and everything. They gonna be like,
Yes.
They gonna walk out of here. They gonna walk in.
"Ooh, now, this she got all of it."
Everybody gonna want to come up in here.
Right.
What all that?
I got 50 for you back. You ain't gonna. They ain't gonna be able to get out this door quick enough back there suck your dick. Somebody gonna stop.
I'm like, baby, the show is starting in 5 minutes. We need you on set.
That's all I need.
Baby, we need you on set. Now. Put that thing down. Take it out. Take it out right now. Take it out. Get in here right now.
Come here, fix her lips. They like ass.
Yeah.
I don't want you in fucking food.
You see, I'm gonna be like,
No.
Ain't gonna be talking with dick on your birthday. So
Put a Ziploc bag on her mic.
She might
hit the hookah. Let's keep it penis. Okay.
Oh my God.
Y'all great.
They gonna walk out of here right onto the paddy wagon.
Right. They gonna pull up in that black truck.
That man is gonna be right there parked back. It's gonna be back in. As soon as they walk out the door, it's gonna be like,
where's the closest ticket located? We heard they have a ticket to the whore. Like, fact. They coming, butter, they taking your ass.
They don't come and knock on nobody there.
I'm gonna just have to hear about it. I ain't showing up. I ain't gonna be.
Oh my
I
God.
don't even be in the room. Don't think I don't got no money. I don't carry cash. Don't ask me for nothing. I don't. No. I'm like, what the fuck you just did? I had all the holes at the spot.
Right.
They came.
They done made up a whole scenario. We done made up a whole fucking movie.
I'm bringing them on here for real.
Oh.
Oz, you know you got questions for them.
I do.
So why can't we bring them?
It's two at a time.
We need security in here. We need a security guard.
I'm not. They're gonna be trying to get me I'm gonna be running from them. They're gonna be trying to get my butt. Did you sign up?
We got to decide. We got to make this side of waivers there. You will be asked, are you a hoe? Are you a prostitute?
Now, that's not the question. Because you need to let them know.
Yeah. Because you know what? You
Are you a hoe?
You don't want to get them on Wendy Williams, like Wendy Williams, and now be stuck and they be like, you're not supposed to ask that question.
It's asked already. Are you a hoe? How many balls have been in your throat?
Oh God. Just like that.
How many have you juggled?
Girl, why you want to know that?
That was gonna be my ad in at once.
I'm gonna be the one that's gonna be adding this stuff, and then they gonna be like, yeah. So like, I mean, because I only did one, so like, you done. I mean, it's no shame. I'm just saying. I mean, if you did 10, 20, that's fine.
Yeah.
Too. That's
Live your truth.
Like, because only like you gotta have a certain amount of wealth to juggle those balls in your mouth. Maybe on wealth, like girl, that had nothing to do. To be, I mean, you gotta have a certain amount of wealth to make those drinks that Oz made.
You're an entrepreneur.
Because because if you look at our history, if you look at the women, they sucked about 5 penises in their wealthy now. Look at all of the freaking wealthy people. Hey, Nay, what are you talking about? Nay,
She
no.
don't make sense.
Yeah.
Anything.
No, it's in our DNA. It's in our DNA to juggle balls.
She got no, because that's Nay. Like she is gonna make sense out of anything. Have you questioned
Everything
like?
is gonna be in our DNA. Period.
Have you questioned like? How long was she?
Everything is.
My grandma was on. She did have about 20 kids.
Yay.
Like,
But if you look up your great grandparents, she had balls in her throat. So why can't you do it?
And your granddaddy was a pimp. You see him in that suit.
They gonna make sense, honey. We gonna find out our DNA in here every day. We are made to do this.
That's it right there. That's it.
What other question you had? Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
Another question was.
Oh, notebook over here.
It was. It's just extra big on there. It's the same questions that we have in our folder. Why is it okay for women to have like gay stylists or gay best friends, but when their kids come out and be gay, it's just over with for them? Like, why do you think that's like?
I think because it's not necessarily emotional ties or anything that comes with the stylist. That ain't none of your.
But your best friend, like your best friend.
That's your best friend, but that you can't. That's not somebody that came out your body. They was like that before, you know. But this is somebody that you raising, and you probably had. I think parents have certain expectations of their children. Like, oh, I want you to have kids. I want you to get married.
No
huh?
I don't think no more.
You said you don't what?
I said I don't think the parents have expectations no more. these
I
days.
mean,
Because it's kids having kids these days. So it's like, they grandma's like in their 30s.
yeah. I don't know. I just think it's probably more of like I said, more emotional tie. Like they like, well, that's that person, but mine, this and this and that.
But I feel like in that moment, if you do feel like that, I feel like having a gay friend or a gay stylist, you would probably try to get more information from them. Like, okay, well, how do I, deal with this? How did you deal with it with your parents? And if, majority of the gays would be like, well, I didn't have a close relationship with my parents because once they found out I was kicked out or this X, Y, and Z. So that'll make you as a parent think, okay, well, I don't want to go that particular route, but what can I do to accept it or be okay with my child still, but not accept his lifestyle? Because it's okay to still love and conversate and like converse and just like, be there for your child and not agree with their lifestyle.
Right.
But people just feel like, okay, I'm just cut them off altogether.
Yeah.
I think like with that, I think like sometimes people, especially like people that are in the gay community, sometimes they like think that the parents are supposed to automatically understand it. Mm-hmm. And they don't. Like, especially if they already had some kind of expectations from you having the child or this and that,
but that still can happen.
The old fashioned way though. You know what I'm saying?
It still can happen the old fashioned.
It still can happen, but like when people think of it, it's just kind of like they thinking, parents, they thinking of it how they wanted it, and how they did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's like, it ain't always gonna be like, oh, okay. Unless their parents was gay themselves. Like, unless their parents was gay themselves, they ain't gonna, 9 times out of 10 gonna be like, oh, okay. Oh, well, like, you know what I'm saying? That rarely happens, but that's with anything. That's not just being gay. It's just like having a baby at an early age. Not all parents is going to accept that. Like, you go get kicked out the same way you get kicked out by being gay. It's like really, really, it really goes the same way. Like I said, people have to just understand that everybody's parents ain't going. It ain't right, but it happens. But what I'm trying to say is it don't just happen for gay people. It happens really any situation that a parent wasn't expecting their child to do.
And they can't have the control. Because I'm like that. I'm like that sometimes when I can't have a control of a situation.
And so like to go back to what you said, you was like ask their gay friend, like, how can I deal with this? 9 times out of 10, people ain't doing it. You don't do that with your regular lifestyle. What's happening? You scared? I like, you don't do that with your regular like lifestyle. If something happens, like if you do something,
but they
your
do
parents,
sometimes, because when women go through troubles with their men, they go to that homegirl or that mother, or that grandmother to be like
them. But when it comes to your child, you don't want, you don't even want people to know what's going on with your child. You want to keep it a secret, especially when it comes to stuff like that. You don't want nobody to know that your child said they want to be gay or your child pregnant or something like that. You don't really want nobody to know. So you ain't gonna, your first thought to the average person isn't gonna go, well, let me just go ask this person that they child had a child. Let me go ask this person, their child came out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ain't gonna come out like that. Most parents come around eventually, but it ain't just gonna happen 9 times out of 10. Always. Some parents don't care because some parents be like, oh, I already knew. I was waiting on you.
No, I'm saying some parents never come around to it.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I know some people that got kicked out. They don't talk to their parents no more. They don't talk to nobody in their family, but that's with a lot of stuff. What did your mom say?
He couldn't control me, so when that became a thing and I got older and I just was distant, like, you gonna just not talk to your child, or you want to control who they want to be with, or you gonna, so everybody just got with the program. It was like, oh no, we can't change her. She's not going. She's not going. So
how did your mom take it? What you told her?
My mom, she didn't take it. I ain't told her. My mom told me.
What she said?
She said, I see you. She used to say different little shit, and I be doing little shit. This is early as like 8th grade.
What she used to see?
Over there, and then like
used to be hunching your friends.
No, my friends would come over there. Like my mom would watch my actions, so like I'll be like you could tell when a girl like want like a little bit too want want to be too much under you too much, and as a parent, as us older, we'll be able to notice that.
Yeah.
We see it. We can like. So that I see. Go somewhere and sit down now. Go over there and sit down. I see you. So, and it kept happening. And then one of my friends spent the night over there. And then, I think it was like, she was like, we was brushing our teeth or some shit happened. And I don't know. With the girl, my mom walked past and seen me rub the girl or touch the girl and said, ah! She like, she did weird shit right quick.
She was soft, so she just, the first action that came to mind. Y'all both was jumping at the same time.
Heartbeat.
God. Yes.
He said, get out of there, baby. You finna go home. You finna go home and you ain't come back and I'm finna whoop your ass. So, but you see how early
she had to go home?
Yeah.
Yeah, she did stay home. But, she did stay home. But, like, my mom, one thing about it, it was like, I knew it, by that happening that early, I knew that couldn't be no disrespect going on with the situation. And also, until I got to a certain age, it still was not something that could be boldly boisterous. Just be. It could be like that, and I had a safe space with her, and she knew, but it wasn't something that she just sat and talked about to everybody. But she had certain sisters that knew, like that. So it was like, okay. But when I got to a certain age, she already counted. She was like, okay, well, you grown now, and you decent. You're not really like one of those something disgraceful, distasteful.
As my parents found out, it was like, oh. Also, it's no more sleepovers, no more this, because I don't know who your friend, who your boyfriend, who this. So I don't know how to decipher. So they was like, we're going to cut that out all together.
What?
Yes.
It always be the sleepover there.
Used to bring the ones you liked over there though?
Yes! Of course! You supposed to. That's the only way.
It's like, oh, my friend coming over here, and they like, okay.
Like, okay. They don't think you in the game, you in the room playing video games and stuff, and they think that.
Thank that.
They think that.
Mom busting the doors open on.
Yeah, but the great thing about
we gonna be busting the doors open.
The great thing, it's a great thing about me is like, my parents' room was upstairs and mine was downstairs, so I would hear them coming down the stairs if they came down the stairs, and they could not hear me because my room was like in the front of the house downstairs, and the stairs actually.
I'm trying to imagine little Oz running around.
And their bedroom was upstairs, and the stairs was like in the back of the house. So they couldn't tell if somebody came through the door or came through my window because my window was in the front of the house.
You just up there by yourself.
Living lavish.
Living.
Just parlaying. Yes, I was.
How old was you?
When they found out I was, like 16? I was 16, and my dad, like, he was in the military or whatever, and he was like, we called a family meeting or whatever. He's like, so we, I don't know.
Said called a family meeting.
Yes.
He's definitely in the military.
Yeah.
Family meeting.
He's like, so this has been brought to our attention that you like guys also, or do you just like guys, or do you, one day it was like real upfront. And I was like, well, I don't know. He said, I like everybody. I just like people personality. And that's exactly what I told him. And he was quiet, and my mom just shaking her head. And, he was like, okay, well, this is what I'm gonna tell you, be safe out there. He was like, me and your mother lived our life how we wanted to. Now it's time for you to make your decisions for yourself and stuff like that. And that's how it went. And then my mama slowly came around when she noticed that I wasn't going to change as a person. Cause most parents, that first thing of my child being gay, they think you finna come out here, oh, you out now, so you finna start wearing wigs, you're not finna wear nails.
They think you finna be.
Yes, they think you finna just come and bust it wide open since we know now.
Right.
You don't care no more. So that's what the thing, when she realized that it wasn't like that,
What
then it
would
was
you
like,
do if you still door you see your son walking through with a wig and some fucking hair straight through that because
I did tell y'all. So.
I'm gonna pass the fuck out.
No, and the thing is, I have a little cousin like that.
Oh my god.
And he's so flamboyant, and I tell him all the time, you have to turn it down sometimes. You don't want to be that center of attention. You don't want to be that center of attention.
Why you say that?
Because he's a handsome son. He was a handsome little boy. He's like 17 now. But he's handsome. He dances, so his body is like everything. And he get attention from guys or whatever. But he wanna wear he wanna wear the nails. He wanna wear and I'm telling his mama telling him no. So what I'm trying to explain to him is it's no right now until you get out of her house. Her house, her rules.
Yeah.
She's still doing everything for you. Like she's still doing, and I say it's rare that you find a mother still buying you clothes like this. Yeah. Like she buys him, what he wants, but as far as the nails and the hair is concerned, she's like, no, you need to wait. Wait. She's like, just wait a little bit. Like, don't just don't bust out there. She's like, because it's still people not a fan of the gay community and I'm trying to protect you as long as I can. And that's what I'm trying to get him to understand, but he just don't get it. I'm like, boy, you was one of the lucky ones. Like, mama would dare buy me a crop top.
Right.
Like no bell bottom jeans. Like, you lucky. Because you get to do a lot what people don't do with their mother and stuff.
And then you still kind of want to.
Yeah, you still want to do. You want more.
Like my dad say, give you an inch, take them out.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Like it's like people be trying to force it. Like we already letting you. You know what I'm saying? Like let it grow on me.
Yeah, it has to grow on the person. It really do. It really do. And that's what I be saying to him all the time. Like it has to grow. Like you just came out like last month. Like now you want to like.
Does it even look right? Like the wigs and stuff, do it be looking right?
I never see him. Cause there's certain things that he can and cannot send me or talk to. Like, no, he could talk to me about anything. But when he calls me, cause he got some, little crochets in his head the other day. And he called me and I hung up on him. And they know how I am. Like, my little cousin, they know how I am, and if I don't like something, if I don't have nothing good to say, I'm gonna just hang up. And you go text me, and I would say, "What is that? Like what?" Yeah.
So it's not looking good. So, I think that's the only thing. Like, I feel like I feel like this mainly with gay men. Like, you know how men body are built. Unless you go and, you do your workouts and stuff to get the body that you want. Men are built with that muscular body. So when you just start putting on stuff and it ain't putting it on right, you just slapping stuff on and you just start looking like anything. Yeah. It's not good. Yeah. It doesn't look
like
good.
The clothes look fine on him. The clothes look nice or whatever, but the hair that he wants, like, and then he wears like lashes and I'm like,
sometimes I think people just do a little bit much. I'd be like,
and sometimes I'd be like, I don't even like girls to wear lashes without makeup or a brow or something like that. Like it just like the makeup or the brows.
I've seen a post like that. It was like, how you got on lashes with no makeup?
Yeah, like it just completes it. You know what I'm saying? It completes the whole look. So I don't get it.
So you just have on lashes with no eyebrows done. No,
just lashes. 201s. You wear lashes.
You get on my nerves. I'm 201.
You know what 201 is. You know exactly what 201 is.
Oh my gosh.
They're Tweety Bird lashes. No, for real. But no, and I'd be like, where we going? I want to Walmart with you. No, take off those lashes. You already got a crop top bell bottoms.
So when he get out the house, is he going to be able to wear that? He 18?
Yeah, with his friends and stuff. I'm not his friend.
Who this is again?
My little cousin.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so it's like,
why he can't wear that with you? What if that's how he want to dress?
He can dress like that with his friends.
Why he can't dress like that with you?
Not with the lashes on.
So you take it off and put the wig on, he can wear that?
Yeah.
If that's how he want to wear his wig, he 18, why he can't wear his wig? That man, he probably don't want to wear his hair. That man wait.
So you gonna take off the lashes and put on the wig? You definitely finna stay home. Cause now you got a wig on, you got no lashes and no makeup on. See, it don't make sense.
So if you do the whole beat,
you have to do the whole look. If you gonna wear one thing, like a girl, like do the whole look. Like you got to do the whole look.
That's hilarious.
You got to. It's no in between with me. Either you gonna do the whole look or you not. Why is that hilarious?
It be sometimes I be seeing like you can tell when like the girls, the stud girls be just become
Oh.
We call them,
You can.
Why you got on my pants trying to sag me? Like, give me the skinny jeans back, please. Why you got on high-waisted pants?
Tight swag.
Why you got on high-waisted pants?
Girl, you can.
Why you got on Fashion Nova jeans in your pants sagging? Please stop. Please
Oh my
stop.
God.
Please stop. Then they be taking out their hair and they be having like, they afro ain't looking like, it looking like a perm afro. Like,
Yep.
when you have cake down your cornrows.
Yeah, they cut.
That's what it be looking like. Like,
Process.
you probably should wait until you can afford to go all the way that way. Because your mama not buying you the clothes that you need to be wearing.
Right.
And it's not looking good.
Your mama not.
Put the pants back in. Put them pants back over that booty. Studs be having that booty though.
Well, I don't know. I wish I lived in the generation now, like in school, how it is now. Because definitely, like, because the kids are bringing, like, their girlfriends or their boyfriends to, like, prom and stuff. And it'd be, like, so cute.
Yeah.
It'd be so cute.
But
Wait. What you finna say? Would you do? Would you let them? Would you let your kids?
like, I don't know. They in the what do you call them? 12th grade.
That's 18. At that point, they're
17
18.
sometimes.
Yeah, 17 sometimes, but majority of times. Well, no. I was 17. They basically at your house almost. They're basically at your house at this point.
25.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 25.
So you wouldn't let your daughter go with her girlfriend, or your son go with his boyfriend?
To the prom.
Wow!
I would think. I don't know why. Why? They both can do the same thing. She can eat coochie in the back and seat of the car.
No,
He can suck
nobody's doing
dick.
that.
Like,
They're not doing
you
that.
know.
They're gonna be very, very
like, I'm
that's
just
not
saying.
even gonna be like, that's gonna be scoffed upon for my kids. Like, it's
And
not
they'll be the
even-
main ones because the preacher kids be the
No,
freakiest.
I feel you on that also, but it's, hey man, I'm saying like I would rather them feel like I ain't gotta fuck in this car. I'm straight. I can go, we can handle this a better way than just whatever. I ain't saying they ain't gonna do nothing. I'm saying it's gonna be handled better than that. Now we gonna have a little more class than that. And I don't give a fuck. Don't be caught with your pants down.
So when are you gonna let your kids like bring people over to the house?
What are we doing?
So they
why
got-
are we sitting? Why are we?
What
so-
were you doing?
Why? I didn't. First of all, that's the thing. A lot of my life, even in school, because now I did. Like, I was focused a lot on school and I played sports and stuff. Like, a lot of dating and stuff, leads to a relationship. But people can't say, like, I wasn't one of the kids that was out with their girlfriends and I had to move and this and that. No, I was either in practice, I was doing this. I have always been consistently, like, focused on shit until I got old enough to be able to maintain a relationship on my own. Other than that was not my focus. So,
You don't want to be your,
what
you
are we
don't,
doing?
you
Like,
don't
you
want it to
could-
be your child's
Yeah,
fault.
Yeah.
I
But the
know
thing is,
my
they
kid-
have so much technology and stuff that
that's cool,
allow
but
them
that's
to.
not-
I see what you're saying though, because I feel the same way. My child gonna be so busy when you ain't even gonna be
Yeah,
wanting
you ain't
to
gonna be
lay
able
up in no house and.
You know, when you got your child, like,
Dang, that's like the 50th blunt. Every time I look over there, Marcus rolling up a blunt. Y'all finna be super high like we was talking about.
that's what I,
Oh my
back to
God.
what we was-
Dang, crackhead vibes. Dang, that's too high.
But,
What? That is not too
but
high.
no, they like, nah.
That blunt.
I'm with all that, but just, I'm gonna.
She said 12th grade.
Why are you? What are y'all doing in my house? What are you actually doing? Okay, saying that you're coming over. Hey, how you doing? And you want to come to dinner? You want to come? Like come on now, because you wasting time already. You're not gonna be with the person you was in 12th grade with anyway. And
You don't know that.
Okay, if so, that's why I said so. Carry it in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, come over here to eat. Don't come over here sitting on my house all night and this and just in the front room and this and that. Just like you can come over here and eat. You can sit down. You can talk. You can act like you want to be around, or you can just not come. Like I ain't finna endorse all this shit. You could be doing some constructive shit.
What about you, Oz?
You
When
got
your
a
child
phone.
can
Call
come
them on FaceTime.
You
Shit.
said,
They
hold
ain't
on,
gotta
wait.
come
When
over
can
here.
your children invite people over?
At 16. At 16, because they're getting
Boys,
more
friends, or just people? that
like
come out?
friends and their, potential
Boo.
boo. Because
People they like.
yes, people they're interested in. Because
So you think that
I would.
Can they go in the
Have
room?
sex?
Because we couldn't go in the
No,
room. My
no,
mama
no,
was
no,
like,
no,
Okay,
no.
that's what I'm thinking
No
about.
rooms, like in the living room, public area, like no rooms, no door closed.
So 15 now. That's 9th grade. 14.
I say 16.
Okay. That's
10th, 11th, yeah.
10th, 11th. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely let them allow them to come over, because I feel like when you are open, like sometimes with your kids, not open to where you're your kids' friend, but you're open to
They
where
ain't
they
gonna
can
sneak
come and they
around.
can talk to you about certain things that you will want them to
They
come
won't
talk to you
feel
about.
fearful of having
Yes,
conversations
conversation with you.
around
and they
you.
gonna be just sneaking
They
and
gonna
doing
be
it
on
anyway.
themselves.
Exactly.
You'll have kids and their friends that'll get attached to the parent of
Yeah.
their friends just because their parent let their child be themselves, but not
Yeah.
overdoing it. Just
Right.
Like, oh, we could talk to her. We
We talk to her, and then she maybe could help that parent. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, your child can be with this X, Y, and Z, but you still don't want to break that kind of bond with that child, because you never know. You a safe place for them.
Yeah.
So
But we ain't like friend now, but yeah, I'm just safe haven.
yeah, definitely not a friend. Like, but 16 is my age. They could go on a
I'll
dates.
take you out to the movies and
Like,
shit.
yeah, and I'm sitting on the back row.
See, you with me, I'm with you.
On the back row.
The
Go-
very
you
back.
can
I'm
at least
going
go
to take-
to another movie.
I'm going to
You
take
can
y'all.
let my 16-year-old
You can at least go to
child-
another movie.
I'm gonna take y'all. I'm gonna drive off.
The room next door.
Shit happening where shit get moved,
Right.
shot up and shit. Like, it's cool. You can do what you want to. I'm not looking at you for real. I'm trying really more so about protecting you, and I don't have to be in there really. I probably would sit in my car, honestly, me and be doing something or something, but
I said I'll be in the back row.
I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna go in with you, get your ticket.
I was gonna be like, why I don't hear no laughing up there? Movie
Make sure you in there and not leave.
Movie ain't funny, but I don't hear no laughing. Oh, okay.
Nah, I ain't finna do all that. I'm gonna make sure you in there and not leaving.
I don't hear no popcorn crunching.
Once I see you in there,
No, I'm going to drive them to the movies or whatever. Well, at 16 they're gonna have a car, because at age 16 I'm gonna get them cars. So they'll have a car, but their car is gonna have a tracking device on it. Like they gonna have iPhones.
safety, like shit happens.
They gonna have iPhones, and they're gonna share a location. I'm put them on it.
my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on their phone before they even get it. And I'm gonna drive them off to the
Y'all
movies or
going
whatever.
to y'all kids' phone?
What movie? Nah,
Nah, I ain't doing that, but you can definitely tell me where you are at all times.
yeah.
Like,
I'm not going
I ain't
through.
going
That's
through your
invaded
phone
privacy. I
at all.
don't care how old you
Because I
are.
don't even want you to feel invaded, and then because that creates another emotion.
Yeah.
Now you have a wall against me.
Yeah.
Like,
You ain't gonna share. You gonna
she'll
share.
go through my shit and this and that. Like, no, I remember being pissed off. My mom stayed open my bell. Get out my business.
Right.
That's one thing I never had to worry about. My mother have always, even till the day that she passed away, you get your mail sent to your mama's house, because she ain't moving nowhere. Like, all my stuff gets still mailed to mama's house. But it's still, she used to have mail. She never opened it. She never checked my cell phone records. Like, she never, she never was that parent.
Yeah.
And my mom was a whole private investigator, and my dad was in the military.
You did some of that.
So it's like, yeah, I had a lot of freedom, but they were still always there. Because one day I was coming from somewhere, and my mom was telling me, and I didn't even know. Like, we was going home or whatever. So it happened to be the area she was working in, whatever. And she followed me, and we got home, and I never knew that she was 2 cars behind me, like a car behind me. Yeah, so listen. So she was like, you need to start watching your surroundings, because I was noticeably in the back of you this whole time. She was like, so either you was texting or, and 9 times out of 10 I was texting. I was definitely texting. And, I wasn't paying attention. So now I'm everything that they taught me, I do now still.
Yeah.
So I don't never take the same way home. Like I don't.
I do a lot of that.
Yeah, I never take the same way home. Like the same way I get here, be the different way I get back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm always cautious about in my mirror, especially when traveling.
Yeah, I'm always looking at my mirror. I'll be looking at my mirror too much sometimes. But I just be watching, because
You never know.
yeah, if
You
I'm
can't. You
switching
gotta drive for
lanes
you
and
and
keep
everybody else.
switching, one time somebody actually followed me, it was probably maybe about 5 months ago. This man actually followed me. Me and my friends, we were supposed to be meeting at this park in Rex, Georgia to play kickball. And I was driving there. I was by myself, and I was at the gas station, but I was crossing through the gas station like kind of get through the other side. And he was coming on this side, and we almost hit each other. He stopped and let me go. And I went in front of him. He followed me the entire way there. And I kept switching lanes. I'm just like, he not following me. And I turned into the park. I was like, he followed me. Cause you wouldn't, what you coming into this park for? So I pull into a parking lot. Y'all, he pulled right beside me. It was a Mexican man. He pulled right beside me. And I just acting like, I'm like, oh my God. And I just act like I was doing something. So I pulled back out. He pulled back out. I drove around the little thing. I drove around again. Then there was some black men that was sitting on the back of the car. I was like, can I pull in here with y'all real quick? And I was like, I think he followed me. So they was like, yeah. And they started talking to me. And the other man, he just bypassed and kind of parked on the side. And then they just got up and looked at him, and then he just drove off. And I was just like, this man really followed me all the way here. I wonder what would have happened if nobody was around. Or if I wasn't paying attention that this man followed me the whole time. I was like, that's creepy. But I definitely be watching my surroundings, and I'll be switching and cutting corners real quick. I'll put on the left signal and go right real quick.
If somebody can keep up with me, then I'm just got.
Yeah.
Cause I drive fast. So if somebody can keep up with me,
I'll be watching. I'll pull a quick one real quick.
They bringing me back if they kidnap me.
Think my baby get out the car.
Right. Listen.
I'll ride all the way to fucking Hinesville and come back. Do not play with me. You gonna have to be
right. Yeah. Cause you gonna give up at some point. Right. No, you get 560 miles.
Y'all wouldn't go to the police station or nothing? Y'all just keep driving?
I'll drive you crazy.
I can't trust them either at this point.
Right. I be saying too much moving. The police be in on it.
To get out and still get hurt.
Right.
The police be in on it. They be like, yeah, come in my office. Next you know, the freaking kidnapper walk in. I'm like, ah!
Right. The kidnapper walk in and be like, you need to take control. Now at this point, you gotta kill him. You have to. There's no other option. You gotta kill him and the cop.
Everybody dying.
Everybody going down. Pew, pew.
You gotta kill him. It's no other option.
I hope I don't experience nothing like that no more.
No,
somebody doing that. Yeah. Cause that's scary.
So y'all remember y'all was calling me toxic, right?
Yeah, cause you are.
So her and they.
Yeah.
Calling me toxic. So I believe I could be a little bit toxic.
It's not a little bit. It's a lot of it. I'm not.
No, it's not a lot of it.
Everybody
because
got toxic in them.
Because
toxic tendencies.
Yeah, because somebody was at the bar the other day, and I wasn't there yet because I was working still, and he had said something to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, what about if you done niggas in your face? And he was like, FaceTime, and it was a boy right there. Oh. Okay. And so I FaceTime, I sent him a picture and I shouldn't have. But I did send him a picture and I had my gun sitting on my lap. Oh yeah.
Ours is crazy. Yes, ours is crazy. Ours is definitely crazy.
No, for real. Nah.
Look.
I text him with my gun. Yeah.
You eating the gun?
No. In order to put that chamber in the gun, you have to.
I don't know nothing about guns.
Yeah.
I said, you eating the gun?
No. You have to put that chamber in there. No, don't play with me. Listen. Right.
So what he say?
I would come in there and clear the whole club out for one person. Don't play with me.
So you talking you a little bit toxic, but you gonna clear the club out.
Oh, my mama Aries. Yeah, she do shit like that. She got on my nerves.
I know he toxic. Why he keep trying to act?
Off in a minute, she would embarrass you anywhere because she acted fool when I was young.
Well, you acting fool, I'm acting fool.
Yeah, it was more so one of that. It wasn't just acting a fool with everybody, but the moment you disrespect her, it's no coming back from that. I used to be like, Mom,
stop trying to deny.
That's how I am. Once you disrespect me, it's no coming back.
Aries.
It's no possible way at all of coming back once you disrespect me. And the lowest point you can be to me is if I can be mad at you, I can hate you, you can come back. But once I'm disappointed in you, you might as well just call it quits.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I think if I did get now disappointed
Yeah, because disappointed is when you actually cared about that person.
Yeah.
And you just didn't expect that from somebody because it's like, dang, I would never do that to you. And you the least person I thought that would do that. Yeah. Now, I can't.
And I had somebody do that to me before. Like,
yeah.
I was like so mad.
Like, because you actually like.
I literally had to keep my hands behind my back and like pace. And the more I paced, the more he got nervous. Like, because I was like, I can't believe this. Like, out of all people, because I'm like, it's me.
Yeah, that's how I feel like really? Right. Like, I've been thinking like nothing told you in that moment, I ain't gonna do her like that. I ain't gonna do it. Like, that's like my thing. Like, that didn't come across your, don't do better like that. Don't do it like
it's
that.
me. Not even for the fact that, like, you did this. It's like,
the whole thing
with
would
me
be like, yeah, I'd be like,
I would never do nothing like this to you.
I be feeling like, damn, I be always feeling like you could have just said this, or you could
yeah,
this. Like, it's so
because you
like,
know
I
me,
and I'm open. So why we could have both been?
Yeah,
it's like why you could
both been texting him.
No, we couldn't. But it's like you could have been more playing in it because I could have.
I thought this situation was different.
No, he want everybody. He always want everybody. I'm sick of him.
It's giving very much toxic. Talking about a little bit. It's giving. Oh, he is with that poly.
Oh no, yes. I said ultimately my last relationship would be with a girl and a guy.
Okay. Well,
it's definitely gonna be.
He's definitely with that poly, but you're definitely toxic. Yeah. Get help.
I'm not though.
Yes,
I'm not though.
You know you are.
People make you toxic. Like people make you.
No, they don't.
Everybody have toxic.
I'm not toxic at all. I'm a sweetheart.
I just said toxic too.
I'm not. I have no toxic tendencies.
Yeah.
I'm a sweetheart. Everyone loves me.
Take away from the fact that people have toxic.
Yeah.
Be a sweetheart with toxic.
I don't though. I'm a sweetheart. But anywho, y'all, we're finna wrap this episode up. Y'all, this is the end of this episode with the Culture Tickets. With co-host, what y'all laughing at?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Go finish.
What is this? What's y'all laughing for? Both of y'all.
Never laugh.
Nothing.
I did see you say. You said. This is the end of episode of the Culture.
Oh my god.
So this is what Too Hot look like.
No.
That's how you was laughing at the table when nobody else was laughing but you.
No, we were laughing. Yeah, she was laughing with me.
Both of y'all are high.
Okay, so
that's what Too Hot, to answer your question, that's what Too Hot is when no one else is laughing but you.
Yeah,
Marcus is high. What are you saying? Me and Chris are here with a straight face because it's not funny. Because it's not funny.
Keep working.
Because it's not funny.
Rap for the country, see the button, not a button. Go ahead.
This is the end of the Culture Tickets with co-host Oz, Lanciano Barnes, and I am Katie the Moonchild, back off the broom now.
Wait. I did not see all of them.
She don't be saying that, but she be like, "What's up, y'all? This your girl Katie the Moonchild, back off the broom now."
I never said what you just said.
Okay, what you say?
My name is Katie the Moonchild.
You don't be saying that.
That's all I have.
You don't be saying that. Anywho, Oz, before we wrap it up, do you want to announce like your new segment that you're going to be potentially bringing on, or?
Yeah, we're gonna bring on a fashion segment later, so we're just gonna drop it next week, and we're just gonna go from there and see how it goes.
Okay, we ain't gonna give too much details. Y'all just have to go tune in again and see. But we out of here. Tell them where they can follow y'all in.
Bring that shit back. Bring that shit.
You can't give it wet y'all like that. You gotta get that wet first.
Bring that shit the fuck back. To God. Tell them one more time.
This your boy Oz Laciano Barnes. Y'all can follow me at I Am Porcelain King on IG or any social media.
Per.
You can follow me at I Am Katie the Moonchild. I ain't said nothing about back out the bro now. Put that in my name.
You say that every time.
Not on Instagram.
I'm Katie the Moon
Don't
Child.
put it-
Back out the moon now.
You have it incorrect. My name is I am Katie the Moon Child.
Girl, get off of my mic. We done with this. Turn her mic off, please, Marcus. Turn her mic off.
I'm never to play with you.
Turn her mic off. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I'm here with Culture Ticket.
The culture ticket. The culture ticket.
The culture ticket.
Culture ticket. With butter, not butter. Period.